there is one vaccination that we require all of our practice members to get before they work with us, and that's the vaccine against excusitis. Excusitis, you know exactly what that is. We've all been there, right? It's that voice in your head that chirps away, making excuses to not do the things that you know you should do, to not do the things that you know are important to do. It's that voice that chirps away saying, it's too late. I just got home from work and I'm exhausted. I just don't have the time or the energy to make some healthy food. I'll just, opt for the chips or for some, frozen TV dinner. Or, the exercise. I know I committed to doing this new workout plan, but I just, I'd rather kind of curl up on the couch, right? And not even get started. And the list goes on and on. There are endless excuses that the mind comes up with because the mind craves comfort, it craves stability, which is fine and that's good. And a lot of people struggle with this. And where we find success with people overcoming this is creating small changes that are convenient, right? Figuring out what's the path of least resistance to create this change. So let's take the exercise example. So if you know and you've committed to walking for 30 minutes every day outside, 5 times a week, and that the time of the day rolls around because you were proactive, right? Another thing we teach our practice members is to be proactive and plan your day ahead of time so that you're not just guessing and hoping that you'll fit exercise in or nutrition, but say 12 o'clock rolls around, you've committed on your lunch break to go for that 30-minute walk. Well, make it easier. Have your walking shoes right there, next to you and ready. Have your water bottle ready to go. Have a plan to listen to a podcast or some music that you really enjoy during the walk. And so those are things to make it more enjoyable, make it less painful, create less friction in the process so that there's less steps you need to go through to get out the door and go on your walk, right? And it's more motivating. So that's one example. Also with the food example, let's take that because we know nutrition is one of the pillars of health. One of the 5 pillars of health is nutrition. And so as a foundation of health, it's very important to protect it, to protect your nutrition like it's your child, because it is one of the primary determinants of how good you'll feel every day and where your health goes in the future, how much better it'll get versus how much worse it'll get. And so that means planning ahead every day because we know that life will catch up with you. And all the people we work with, at least, if you're human, right, you know that life will never stop being inconvenient for you. Stop throwing, busyness your way and more responsibilities and the kids and work and traffic. And so it's important to plan for these things ahead of time by planning your day, plan your schedule, and understand, before the day comes, here's how I'm going to execute what's important to me, right? And throw in other things that are important to you as well, like work and time with your spouse or with your kids or hobbies that you love to do. So one of the meta points here is plan ahead and be proactive. Don't wait and see how the day goes and react to it because life is going to throw you off. All right, so excuses are easy to come up with. Results are only demanded when you're a person who's decided to commit to your health, to commit to doing things better. And so this is me urging you to plan your way and commit your way through those excuses. Because it's very possible to overcome them. And if you need a mentor, you need someone to hold you accountable for that, to give you some ideas of how to overcome some of these excuses. That's what we're here for. So reach out, read our website, learn more information, hop on a free call with me to see if we might be a fit. But regardless, know that your health is a number one priority. If that's important to you, I invite you to ask yourself, where is it really on my list? Don't just say it's a priority just because you think you're supposed to say that, but be honest with yourself. Where truly is it on your list? And if it is a priority, then organize your day and your behaviors and choices accordingly.